What is up, guys? Welcome back to the Lumsden Motorsports Garage. I'm Wade Lumsden. It is day 2 of Octane Fest. We're here a little early. As you can see, we're getting the grader rocking and rolling to go out and grade the track and get some prep stuff done. I got some stuff broken on the truck that I gotta fix. Nothing major, but yeah. Whew. Second day of Octane Fest, more tough truck action. Let's go have a good time, guys. All right, guys, so fun story. I was telling you guys how the truck pretty much came out unscathed. I looked down here and the radiator mount had popped out on the low side here. This portion had actually popped out and it was allowing this to move, partially because this part of the radiator mount broke off. And everything was going really well until I actually set it back into the mount, and then I look over on this side and you can see way down here, if I can get you in closer, how the mount's all messed up here and it started leaking. It's put a crack in here right where the mount goes onto the side tank of this here radiator. So everything was good till I touched it. So for tonight, because we still got an event to run, I went and got myself some JB Weld, boom, and probably one of the best radiator sealers I've ever used, coarse ground pepper. So little trick for you, I guess, if you've never heard that works. I mean, eggs work and stuff like that too, but eggs will give you the rotten egg smell after a certain amount of time. So I use coarse ground pepper when I have leaks that I don't have time to fix, to get me out on a racetrack again. But don't forget that you need to flush your system really well after you do that, because you'll still have pepper in it. Kind of a nice feature though, when you're driving around the track, racing around, you'll know if it's your radiator that blows, because you'll be able to smell the pepper in it. So, have you ever been going around the track and you get sprayed with something and you're like, oh man, did my radiator just go, and it was the guy in front of you or whatever? This is a way to know. The pepper will be will be key. You'll be able to smell it. So all right, I gotta patch this thing up, and then I think what we're gonna do, short-term fix, I'm gonna try to find me a bunch of like baling wire and stuff, and I'm gonna get this radiator tied downwards, and so I'm gonna try to do something to tie the radiator down. I'll probably run through, there's a little hole here up to the front, and get it sucked over so it doesn't pull out, and then I will need to of course fill the radiator back up, and then for grins and giggles, while I was at the parts store, I bought a voltage regulator. So we'll try swapping out the voltage regulator and see if the alternator will actually start charging the battery again, and then I won't have to worry about trying to charge it up before we go run tonight. So here we go, the fun begins. Changed out the charging regulator, still not putting out what I want, so there's got to be something else funky, but we puttied up, you can see it down there, the little crack that showed up in the radiator. And you probably noticed, but there's a bunch of baling wire that I used here. There's also 2 pieces of baling wire holding it down as well. And now I got to put some fluid in the radiator. I'm not sure if we 100% sealed up the leak or not. Truck is still dripping right here. Kind of see it drip, I think. Maybe you can see it drip. There you go, yeah. But I not 100% sure if that is from buildup from when it was dripping before, or if there's another leak or what, but it does not seem to be leaking from where we found the leak before. So hopefully we're good. We have 6 V8s that are going to be running in the contact tonight. We did win the timed V8 class, so woo-hoo! I'm pretty happy with that. So yeah, we won with a 30 point, what did we put down? Let me look. All right, so yeah, we put down a 33.73. Second place truck put down a 33.92. So woo, right on me. So yeah, we got to be on it today. Running with pretty much the same trucks that ran last night, but this time we're all running together and contact, right? So hopefully things go well. I got to go get some water put into the radiator on this thing, and you know, we're gonna go out and have some fun. All right, I got a moment to do my thing here, and I filled up the radiator. I didn't get all of the leak with the putty. It was leaking slowly still afterwards. So I went ahead and put the coarse ground black pepper in it. I also came over to what is our old tech shack, hooked it up to a battery charger, but as you can see, nice and dry below me. I had it running for about 15-20 minutes over here. It didn't overheat, it's not leaking, so happy camper there. My high dollar baling wire mounts, I think we're gonna be okay. Gas is still pretty much full. Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So right now what we got out on the track is the ATV/UTVs. They run separate, but we send them out at the same time. They're gonna run the same tough truck course that we run. And yeah, man, I'm gonna go up and do some announcing. Got my microphone in my pocket. Go up, do some announcing, and hopefully this night goes smoothly for us. Second row outside. I don't know how that's gonna work for me, especially on the start. I don't have any windshield washer fluid for my windshield, so I'm hoping I don't just get caked with mud and can't see. But the goal is going to be to shoot to the front and stay there, you know. So all right, let's go have some fun, enjoy some of the show. right, we got some kids with squirt guns here. We're gonna let them shoot at some of the drivers while they're parade lapping around. All right, here we go. Bootleggers are coming around. Here's our armed posse. You guys ready?
Yeah.
Ready, aim, fire! All right, guys, before you're empty, do me a favor. Awesome. We like to have fun around here. This kind of stuff happens in motorsports.
You okay? Right on.
Good. So this is the first time I've ever seen a race car rail slide a wall like a skateboard. Young driver, very young driver, came over, got a piece of the outside corner wall here. Kind of call this the car eater, but got a hold of the outside wall here that blocks off the track entrance, and then came in and went directly into the wall, knocked a couple blocks down, popped it up, and then it rail slid down until the light pole stopped it. So that's why you always make sure you have good safety equipment. Always have good safety equipment. Driver is okay. She's a little flustered, but she is okay and good to go. Octane Fest 2021.
How are you? Video this, somebody! 1, 2, 3!
Sometimes you got to do ugly stuff. Wade, where do you want me? Okay. I got filled. Go get a good view for the. It's fine.
Hope I got some good stuff.
Oh, you're good. Sometimes you got to play with the boom boom stuff. Thank you for filming, bud.
Thanks for coming out.
It was a good time. All right, so I think she came out pretty good. This little portion didn't happen until they were pushing me off the track, but bumper took a beating, kept on going. Our body mounts we're giving up the ghost. They're all bent down, making the truck bed hang low. So I guess we blew a right front tire really early on, and what ended up happening is that wheel, after I caught air lap after lap after lap, it finally locked up on the right front caliper. Oh well, but we had a good time doing it. Looks like the truck's gonna live to fight another day. She's still running really good. I did notice in my gauges though, oh man, it's dark. I did notice in my gauges though that when I get in and I fire the truck up, it pegs the temperature gauge right away. So hopefully that's just messed up wiring and not so much an actual issue with the truck. But we'll get it hosed off and bring it out some other time. All right, guys, talk to you later. It is the day after Octane Fest. Crazy long weekend, running around like a chicken with my head cut off, mostly doing volunteer stuff, but had some fun, man. Truck survived, did really well. Unfortunately, modifieds went racing somewhere else, so I didn't get to race the modified, but that's all right. She's ready to rock and roll for wherever I decide to race her next. Heck, I think I'm gonna have to try to find something for this weekend, and if there's not something nearby for this weekend, definitely the next weekend, because I'm chomping at the bit to get in the car and go race. But truck survived, did really well. I think it was such a big hit, they're actually gonna do another Tuff Truck event. Now don't quote me, but I do believe that the idea is to do another Tuff Truck event in September. So got a couple months to possibly upgrade. I don't know, let me know what you think. We could do some upgrades. Comment down below and give me your opinion. But I hope you guys had a good time watching some footage. Quick little recap on the weekend race. We won the timed event. Truck did great. And then last night during the contact Tuff Truck event, I got out in front for a couple laps there, and I guess nobody really knows when it happened, but I lost my right front tire, and the right front tire just decided to go take a vacation somewhere. And I continued to race around. Originally the truck was jumping really good, staying on the gas, and it felt like it was just floating and landing nice and soft and doing really well. And then all of a sudden it just wanted to nosedive every single time that I went off a jump, and it was kind of painful. Yeah, and talking about painful, you can just check out some of the battle bruises from the belts and stuff. I got some bruises up and down my back, and I think I got another little one on this side. So a little rough bouncing around in there, but I had a lot of fun. Truck survived. It was a great freaking time. So if you get an opportunity and you can come down and run Tuff Trucks with us, do it, man. It's great. Or if you have a local event, you know, do it. It's so much fun. Not bad for an extremely quick and fairly cheap build. I did put some money into the cage because pipe is stupid expensive right now, but it was all for safety. You know, the only suspension thing that we did for this event was, I guess you could consider the limit straps suspension that I put on the front. I put 4 new shocks on it because they were blown. And we took 2 leaf springs out of each set of leaves on the rear end. That is it. And the truck, a lot of people were asking me like how I set my truck up and how all the things that I did to it to make it fly right before I lost the tire. And honestly, guys, not a whole lot. If you haven't seen the other videos showing you what we did on this truck, go check them out, because really the cage was the main part. I was worried mostly about safety and just trying to get the thing to run. We just did that little bit of performance enhancement. So but most of those other rigs that were out there racing, all they did was like knock out glass and take out their headlights, taillights, you know, the bare minimum, and put some bars in, like that one minimum bar that was required from the B pillar shoulder height down to the bottom of the A pillar. And they went racing and they had a great time. And the V6 class actually had three vehicles that ran faster times than the V8s. So there's something to be said about those V6s and somebody that's willing to just put their foot to the wood and let it go. But it was a great time. I can't wait to do it again. I got to give a shout out to James Grace, who shot a lot of the drone footage and stuff. He got a lot of stuff for the racetrack, and I'm going to get to use some of that in this video. So thank you so much for coming and doing some media stuff and bringing your drone and covering the races so I can share with the world. So, all right, guys, don't forget to like and subscribe down below. If you have any questions, comments, concerns, you know, put those down below as well. And we'll see you next time.